Everyone chooses to wear shoes most of the day, so everyone should really have an interest in their foot health.
Feet are visible but generally ignored because they're in shoes.
A key theme that actually we have understood is people's acceptance of pain and discomfort whilst they're at work.
We believe as a business we can actually change that around and they can experience comfort. We know there's a real problem we're out to solve.
The Wearer Innovation Loop is a 5-stage development cycle that drives the research and development programme here at Topham. The first stage is research. That research is split between 3 different disciplines: material science, biomechanics, and understanding the wearer.
The core values when we started the business, they were always about comfort, how we could help people. I think what's changed today is that we've seen the need to have more evidence-based research that helps us to develop the right products. This has been going on for a while, but it's not until we teamed up with the university that the thing has really accelerated.
The main aim of the project is to transfer the knowledge of the university into a company who have the ability to create products and therefore use the research to change what's going on in the real world.
The research is focusing in on people who are working in challenging environments, so places like kitchens, operating theatres, and very often these people are on their feet for very long periods of time. They're standing, so not just walking about, which can be very taxing on the body and on the feet.
So actually people's understanding of standing is quite limited, and that presents both technical challenges in terms of instrumentation and challenges about how we deal with the data, because it's suddenly we've got descriptions of movement over 3 hours rather than over 0.6 of a second. And so it's about how do you deal with that data, how do you make sense of it, how will we interpret it. We've been using a variety of technologies to parameterise the way in which the foot behaves. So we're looking at load underneath the foot, we're looking at how the foot is moving within inside the shoes.
The exciting thing about it is that it picks up things that you can't necessarily see with the eye. These small changes actually can have a large impact on your body over time. So that's why it's important to use this equipment and get a better idea of exactly what's going on. We're creating this pool of knowledge, and then as we are creating products, you're then drawing on this knowledge and bringing it into the product development cycle wherever you can.
The next stage is product design. Using the knowledge we've gained and our extensive understanding of the latest trends, we want to create products that not only look good, but also offer the comfort, support and protection that our wearers demand.
There's a huge amount of work that goes into the design process, right back from the research through to looking at the functionality of the product, looking at new materials that can be used, developed, and which would set us forward.
We have the input from the designer, we have the input from sales and feedback from customers, and we also have the input from the biomechanics researchers, all sitting down together and coming up with ideas and designs for the product.
Our designers are very high quality designers, always looking for new ideas, new ways to advance our product range. Quality means a lot to me, and I want to see that reflected in our products. I think for me personally also just learning more about material sciences and getting a further understanding of them so that we can incorporate them into our range, and there's that quality feel that sets us apart.
Product development. This stage turns the designs from the computer screen into shoes on feet.
The aim of our development is to provide shoes that are fit for purpose at a cost that makes it attractive to people to buy, and we want to design and develop effectively and commercially responsibly. There's a lot of consideration that goes into what is this shoe going to do, what is it for, and because of that, the finished shoe, you can see that consideration. They're going to do what they say on the tin, but more. Everything we do, materials we use, they have to be tested and approved. The tooling we open, the soles we produce, they have to be fit for purpose so that we know when the customer takes those shoes, they've got the confidence that it's going to do what they require.
Once we've manufactured samples, the shoes are then rigorously tested in the real world, including kitchens, hospitals, dental and veterinary surgeries. Our research doesn't just stop when we go into full production. We're constantly asking ourselves and our wearers, how can we make our products even better?
We really rely on any wearer feedback in order to build up this knowledge, which we can then incorporate into not only back into the product, but also will help guide the research in the future as well.
They're the ones at the coalface, they're the ones that are actually having that experience. We must listen to what they're saying, we must put that into what we're doing.
So we do this at the beginning of a product cycle, so as we are creating a product, we work with the wearers to really optimise the product before it's even available to people.
I believe we're market leaders because I think we care more about this issue that people are facing than anybody else.
The real eye-opening moments for when I joined the business was to actually understand the amount of time, the amount of effort, the amount of research that we put into every product that we design.
Going on from here is to include more research where we can really drill down into the detail of what makes the shoe work for people and what doesn't.
This isn't just the UK, this isn't just Europe, this is global, and we have a solution for each one of those guys. Our challenge is going to be, how can we tell them, how can we show them that we have this solution for them to then experience?
I want to make a difference. I want to help these people that are standing for long periods of time. It's amazing where we could go, where we can go and where we will go.